Today is day 12 and today's session is on the subject of removing effects of black magic and witchcraft. You see, many of us are faced with very difficult situations in life which are ongoing. They've been going on for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 20 years, okay, even longer, maybe 4 or 5 years, however it is. And what happens is when we are faced with these difficult ongoing situations, we try every remedy that is possible. We will go to maybe, first we'll try our best at whatever levels. Then when that doesn't work, we may go to astrologers, we may go to priests in temples, we may go to temples and make visits to all kinds of holy places, whatever. When we are suffering, if somebody tells us, do this, we'll do that because we just want relief from our suffering. It doesn't matter, from which culture or from which source the remedy is coming. We want that, peace. And so we do that. And then when we've tried everything and nothing works, then either we console ourselves by saying, okay, maybe some karma of mine and so I have to only put up with it, or, and this too is false, and or we might say, somebody has done something on me. And especially if you are in that habit of consulting, let's say people, astrologers and people who are occult practitioners, so they'll tell you somebody has done something on you, and they might even make some very dark negative suggestions to you. See, in every family, it's how we are constructed as human beings. We interact with other members, we are able to get along with some, we may not be able to get along with some. There may be one specific person with whom we just can't get along. And what we've got to remember is that in most cases, there is a difference in the way men think and there's a difference in the way women feel. The difference lies there. Men perhaps think more and they brush aside some things, and women feel more, and so they are quick to accept some things even if they are a little irrational. That doesn't mean, I'm not trying to decry women, please don't think that. I'm a woman myself, I know. But the thing is that it's a common behavioral pattern within families, and when some astrologer or some mystic or some medium or somebody says this, that it is a woman and somebody in your family has done this, that negative suggestion is indirectly thrown across, and because you're already harboring some kind of suspicion about some member in the family, you quickly accept it. And there lies the danger. Once you accept, then it is bound to become true for you. That's how life works. Life is structured on beliefs. And when we believe in anything other than the truth, when we believe in anything other than good, we are exposing ourselves to danger, we are opening ourselves to danger, and you cannot even imagine what kind of results will follow. The general principle by which you should live is that only God's truth is true. Anything other than that is simply my negative imagination at work. If anyone tells you, an astrologer is telling you, a soothsayer is telling you, somebody whom you treat as a guru is telling you, Never forget that it's a human being. Never forget. I'm an astrologer myself and I've been doing it for 40 years, this practice of astrology. So it's coming from a safe place to you. Please trust. No matter who is telling you something negative, if you go and show your horoscope to somebody, if there are dark patterns there are. The astrologer cannot tell you lies and say, no, 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 you know, it's a beautiful horoscope and wonderful planets. He can't do that. But when that astrologer is telling you something negative about your chart, that is the moment when you are most powerful. You should say, no, this is not happening to me. This is not coming to me. Because, see, it doesn't mean that your horoscope is wrong. It doesn't mean your astrologer is fooling you. It only means one thing: your negative imagination has been at work for many, many years and you have done nothing about it. That's all it means. That's all it means. There's nothing more to it. So when some wise person, somebody you respect very much, says something to you, at that time you should be telling yourself, if if whatever that person is saying uplifts you, makes you feel good, comforts you, then that is God's truth. But if what that person is saying makes you feel unhappy, worried, anxious, suspicious, then you should realize that it's your negative imagination which has been at work for many years. And so you have to tell yourself, only God's truth is true. Anything else is coming from my negative imagination. Don't get into questions of, is there black magic? Isn't there? Does black magic work? Doesn't it? Everything is there and everything works. Always remember, there is a power. You're carrying God within you. The fact that you're breathing, you're sitting here today to watch this video means you're alive. And you're alive means God is there in you. Only the truth that flows from that power you should accept. If you are giving acceptance to anything else that is not coming from God's truth, it is coming from some human mind, then it is your negative imagination and you should not accept it. So is there black magic? Yes, it is there. Does it work? Yes, it works. My question to you is, do you want it to work for you? Do you want black magic to work for you? If your answer is yes, then something is seriously amiss. But if you do not want it to work for you, then you shouldn't be asking questions like, does black magic work? Is there something called black magic? Everything is there, everything works. Your question should be, do I want black magic to work for me? And your answer should be, of course I don't. Then you have to understand that you should never accept black magic as something which exists or is powerful, and you should never wish another person harm. You should never be badly disposed towards somebody, never be revengeful towards somebody, never wait for somebody to get punished. If you're doing any of this, whether you believe in black magic or not, you're opening yourself out to negative energies and you're exposing yourself to it. It will come to you in some way, if not in this lifetime, in the next generation. We want our best for our children and we don't realize how, we want clean homes, we want clean clothes, we want clean everything, but we are absolutely comfortable with a dirty mind. And that's the first place that needs to be examined and corrected.